What? The symbiotes are back? That's what Doctor Strange told Naruto before they get ahead for Whole Cake Island. And the question is, who is controlling the symbiote? And what? And who is this Hana person? We'll find out in a few minutes. Hi, my name is Naruto fan in Kentucky.
I'm Venus Diaz.
And welcome to another Naruto One Piece cross. Where this time we're having a new arc called the Carnage arc, and it's before Cake Island. One of the main reasons we're doing this is because Whole Cake Island is taking too long, and we're not finished with it yet. So sorry about that.
And I am just starting it, and I'm not going to be done with it for a while.
Yeah, so we'll do the Carnage arc for today. Last time we started off with Doctor Strange summoned Naruto, came to the Sunny and summoned Naruto, and told him the symbiotes are bad. I was like, what? We got rid of it. And he explains, you missed one and reproduced.
Oh,
Wait,
foolish boy. There's tons of symbiotes out there. There's a whole planet of them.
what? And it's about to bond with someone so insane, so crazy that he makes Brock look sane. Who? His name is. He shows a vision.
How is this symbiote back? Apparently, the Venom suit reproduced.
Yes, and is about to bond with Cletus Cassidy. Who? He's a vice admiral, and he's a very insane one. He's murder. What do you mean by that? Asks Sakura. He shows. Doctor Strange shows him a vision of Cletus Cassidy acting insane and killing the people he arrests. And even he was so crazy
Well, he
that
fits right in then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Given what
he
the
just
world government's like in One Piece.
Yep. Even Akainu likes him.
Wow, someone Akainu doesn't even like? What? Is the world coming to an end?
I said he likes him.
Oh,
And said, oh no.
I see Naruto. I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, then he also says, oh no, if he's bonded with the symbiote, then we gotta stop him. Do you know where he is? Unfortunately, I don't. He blocked all trace. He used the symbiote to block all traces of him, so he could be anywhere in this world. He's also teaming up with a woman by the name of Hana Octavius. Wait, you mean what?
Genius scientist would. She's got these extra arms.
Yes.
Mechanical, yes. She also goes by the name Doc Ock.
Yeah, I thought Doc Ock would be a guy. It says Naruto. Well, he is in some universe.
There's been multiple people that have had that name. You could add Peter with that.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Steven, is there any way you can bring Peter here? We might need his help.
Yes, but you're gonna have to go to New York. Okay, we're all gonna go to Sakura, Luffy, Nami, and I, and Shina will go to New York. You guys stay here. You guys stay here and hold the fort. And then, could I go? I want to see women. And then Sakura, no, you'll freak out everybody, including children that live there. With that, Dr. Sin bringing the stingray near Peter's apartment.
I
And
mean, Ghost Rider's a thing, but I don't think he's as scary as you.
good point. But still, um, Brooks stays behind. Anyway, they knock on the door, and it's Pete, and it's
Doesn't
Peter
Pedro
playing.
and Jared stay behind too?
Yeah, they walk through all of New York to look for Peter. They find out he's not home. Mary Jane told him he's not home, and so they. And she told him he went out with our daughter on a father daughter day. So, all right, we'll go look for him. And they look all over New York, and they ask, "Excuse me, have you seen this guy?" They showed him Peter. No, it's the Stan Lee cameo. No, but I have seen it before. Not today, though. And then he's thanked and said, I just want to say thank you for saving our universe, the Marvel multiverse, and your thanks. Wait, who are you? Nobody, I am so
Oh,
the
it's you, Stan.
Oh yeah. 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 Then Luffy sees a bunch of New York food and wants to gobble all of it. when nobody's looking, he sees a
No
bistro.
meat.
Yeah, he he went to a butcher shop and ate all the meat. And Naruto paid for it and said, "I'm so sorry, he's a pig." And then they finally see Peter Parker with Mayday. And Shinaka, she's like, "Mayday! Sheeta!" Wait, you two are. Oh, yeah, we. During our 2 years here, Sheena and Mayday had play dates. Oh, says Nami. You're so cute. Thank you, pretty lady. Are you. Are you Shinakachu's aunt? Why, yes, I am. the And he said, Auntie Nami's the best. And besides Auntie
Wait,
Robin.
was that you're kind of lagging a bit?
Um, sorry. Shinakachu was playing with Mayday Parker.
Okay.
Okay, and he told Peter the situation about the symbiote and said, "Can I go 1 week without dealing with the symbiotes? I had enough trouble with Goblin as it is." All right, I'll
Do
go
you know
with you.
does the name Carnage ring a bell?
Oh, you mean he's back? You done with him? Yeah, I had to deal with him about a couple years ago with my version of Doctor Doc Ock. Actually, or is it? Or we had to deal with him with Monarch or whatever his name is. I forgot. I forgot what that guy's name was. They were trying to bring back to Earth.
Mordo.
Yeah, we had to deal with him, but
Mordo.
yeah, but thanks to Mordo, but thanks to Tony and Madam, um, he helped us defeat
Brody.
and Brock of all people helped us to helped
Never
us
saw
defeat.
him after that.
Right. Anyway,
Like
but
I
there
can see
he,
Naruto here, and then that explains a lot how the suit came to us.
yeah. Anyway, we may need your right. So how are we gonna find those? Find
But
the
we're gonna need your help, Peter.
right. So how are we gonna find him? Asked Peter. Asked Doctor Strange. Said the symbiotes covered up their tracks, and
You can thank me for that.
yeah, yeah.
Since my spider sense isn't gonna be of any help.
I know, but but still, okay. As soon as I drop off Mayday, we'll go. And he said, "Hey, I'm sorry, Daddy's gonna have to help Spider-Man with something." Oh, but I wanted to spend the day with you. We'll do it tomorrow. Okay. Then she hugs Sheena.
Does she not know her dad's Spider-Man?
Yeah, but they were in public, so they couldn't reveal his identity.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then after that, Doctor Strange, he got his spider suit on, and and they made and they crossed to the One Piece universe where they make it to town. So, it's not. And wait, do we need? Do you think we need Tony and lots more help? And Doctor Strange, I'll get to them if we ever need
We
our
can
help.
visit the Baxter building.
Yeah. Um. They they hear screaming. Ah, a giant rhino! Is attacking this? Wait, giant rhino? The Spider-Man says,
Sakura,
"No,
dear, if you would.
yeah, I'll take care. I'll take care of it. You guys try to find Carnage." And she and Naruto kiss. And would Nami go with her?
Well, she might, but I don't know what use she's gonna be against Rhino.
True.
Because Sakura doesn't have her anti-venom suit on right now, so she still has her Wonder Woman powers.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing, does this take place at like the power plant thing where you gotta like lure Rhino to the coils?
Yep. Is that a power plant owned by the Marines? The Then he said,
I guess they
"Right."
started
Then
getting like
they,
a one-on-one fight with him.
yeah,
As well as using her lasso on him.
yeah, and she used the lasso of truth on him.
I don't know what she's gonna get out of him. He's an idiot.
That's true. And after that battle, some, um, I think we should have. I'm thinking, what else happened in the game? It's been so long.
I mean, unless Nami gets injured and taken by a fake paramedic, that's Hana.
Yeah, we could do that. She got.
But then she'll disappear for most of the arc.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Um,
Because then it would be like them finding Venom, but Venom's
yeah,
not in this.
right. But it's a different kind of. But it's a some. It's a different kind of symbiote. It's one. Um. While they were looking for the Carnage, they found they hear they feel the power going out, and Spider-Man knows who's in charge of that. It's Electro. Based and what would he look like? The new design or the old design? Electro or the old design?
I kind of like his costume from the comics.
Yeah, me too. So we'll use the comics one.
Electricity, leave that to me. And Luffy goes after Electro.
Yeah, and he says, "Ah, you must be the infamous Straw Hat. Once I turn you in, the reward money is good as mine." And he said, "Then he said, I would try any electricity if I were you. How dare you? How dare you insult me like that?"
Insult me?
Yeah. Come on,
Pretty soon I'll
Sparky.
be a being of pure energy.
Yeah, I'll be a god. And then he tried to shock Luffy. Then when he sees that he didn't get hurt, he
Yeah,
recreates the
he's
infamous
just
Itaru
standing
face.
there.
What? What'd you
Ah,
say?
another guy with lightning powers did that same face.
Then he said, then Luffy says, "Go, go, bullet!" And they fight on the roof. And they fight at the power plant, and everyone was watching. It's Straw Hat. What the fighting some guy with electric? Is that a devil? Some kind of beating devil fruit?
No, he's up. That guy that supposedly had that's up on the moon.
Yeah. I mean, while they were fighting, Sakura tries to find Naruto and the others, but then
But then
she hears,
Nami's been taken.
yeah, she she found out they weren't really paramedics. They were part of Carnage of Carnage's group. Then she finds out Scorpion, and then she hears about Scorpion from a transporter station that Scorpion's about to attack J. Jonah Jameson. It's based off that level from the game. And she said, "Oh
Yeah.
no." And Sakura says, "As much as I don't want to, I have to save that Jameson." And she's like, "Ugh." That feels dirty to even think about it.
As he flies over to the bugle.
Yeah. It's just, who are you? Then she,
Oh God, it's a new age. We can help you.
you know, you put me in that suit, Jameson. Wait, what did I do? He doesn't know it's not the same Jameson from his world. You know,
Ah, right. Okay.
Jameson and Sakura had a fight with Scorpion. Look, that's not the same Jameson, you idiot. Hmm.
Doesn't matter. All Jamesons are the same.
Well, yeah, that's true, but still, he does not deserve to die.
He probably did this the me.
He probably has, but that doesn't give you the right to kill, and I can't let you do. And said, "Fine, then you but if you wish to die, go ahead." And then he tries to stab him with a stingray, but she escapes Scorpion and punches him, and then she says, "Get over here!" Well, I've been playing Mortal Kombat too many times.
He's here cutting his tail off too.
Yeah. And she punched him down. Then he said, "I don't know. I don't know why you saved me, Straw Hat, but you're not. But you're not getting
He
away."
brings him in and punches him hard.
Yeah. So that was for bad mouthing my son. Because there was, you see a flashback of them saying, "So the two Straw Hats got us. So Naruto and Sakura have a son together, huh?" Well, I like to say I'm the one that gave them the. I like the one that told him, and that's why he has a bounty. What are you gonna do about it, Sakura? Famous last words. You never put a bounty
I can
on.
just drop you to your death right now.
Yeah. Um.
Or I'll force you to tell every dirty secret you have ever had.
Yeah. Then she leaves him there. Then she then she tries to look for Naruto on the other. She sees Luffy fighting Electro, and and Electro's
We
starting to
use
feel.
Gear 3 to beat him.
Yeah, he uses Gear 3.
He beats him with Grizzly Magnum.
Yeah, and
Okay, now I've seen everything with this. And oh man, this is gonna hurt.
yep, and it knocks him down, and Sakura
Either that or it launches him into the bay and he gets electrocuted.
yeah, I'm surprised he didn't die.
Now, he's been in water before and lived.
Yeah, that's true. And Sakura sees him. Luffy, Luffy, Nami's been taken. What? She's been taken by the Carnage group.
What do
They
you
were
mean
disguised.
taken? She got injured by Rhino and was kidnapped by these guys who were pretending to be paramedics.
And he said, and Luffy got so pissed off. He said, if they touch a hair on my Nami, I'll kill them. We'll find her.
Ruby, calm down. We don't need you running around New York half.
Yeah, we don't need you on the rampage. We'll find Nami, but first we gotta find Naruto and Spider-Man. Meanwhile, Naruto and Spider-Man suddenly So watch it.
They'd probably be chasing the symbiote through the sewers.
Yeah, and then they found out something very that they found out Carnage kidnapped Spider-Man's family. He figured out Spider-Man's identity, and he came to his apartment and kidnapped his wife and daughter.
Does he issue that? Before this, does he issue that?
Say it again.
Does he issue that challenge Venom issued in the game,
Yes.
which led them down into the sewers?
Yeah. And he said, "Where's my wife, you freak?"
Just who I want. Parker and the Uzumaki.
What do you want, Cletus?
Did
What do
Carnage
you want?
thank Naruto for having this suit?
What'd you say?
Should he Carnage thank Naruto for having the suit be on Brock and then him getting it?
Yeah.
Since he likes the suit.
Yeah. And and we see that they find her and they find her about to be sunk into the sewer. About to fall in the water, and the pipe. She got stuck in the pipe. They got stuck in the pipe. MJBD. And so Naruto said, "I'll go save them. You go fight this. You go. Actually, you go save them. I'll fight the symbiote." And it's a battle, and this battle against the symbiote is kind of different than the one from the game.
Right. Could this be where Naruto's symbiote reacts to Carnage and he goes back to the black suit?
Yeah, and they said, "Ah!" then
Oh,
all
God,
of a
not
sudden,
again! I thought I got rid of you.
"Ah!" Then he said,
Like,
"Yeah,
what
I'm gonna." Then he was about to bond to Naruto, but then the Madam Web jumps in and saves the day, and she brings in a man named Martin Lee, who was trying to reform as a criminal.
So
It's
he's
gonna be good.
got control over the suit thanks to Madam Web.
Yep. And Martin Lee did his thing from the game. What he used his powers to help Peter patrol the symbiote.
Cool.
And,
Hopefully,
and
Martin Lee's got enough for Sakura too.
he does. In fact, he says, "When you see your wife, touch her like this, and she will have the same power you do." And said,
Wait, she's got part of it in her too.
yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lee. This caused a lot of problems, especially scaring our son. But with this, I think we can use this for good now.
Yeah. And Madam Web, I must warn you, if you use it to defeat Carnage, you will never use them. You probably will never use them again. Translation.
One last hurrah, then.
What?
One last hurrah with the suits.
Yeah. And I must also warn you. You
Unless we add another arc, unless we add another arc where Null shows up.
okay? We might do that. Maybe after Wano or before or after Egghead.
We gotta like research Null anyway, so
Yeah. Or maybe someday we might do a scream arc. We'll
we
do
could do
another.
Riot.
Yeah. Someday we'll do another. We'll also do a Marvel villain, another Marvel villain arc someday. Like, it's not going to be Galactus,
Okay.
but I'm thinking who's would you say the most
We could
powerful?
do Goblin or like Sinister Six.
Yeah, yeah. Meanwhile, I know we didn't see them in the games, but we we will this time. We see Nami in in her in her glass trap. She said, "You won't get away with this." Once my boyfriend and our
Is
friends
he
find me,
dancing?
yeah, yeah. No, she's trapped. Remember?
Do you do the what if thing in the game? She's like at dancing when you find her towards the end.
Oh yeah,
I guess here's
she's
where she meets Hana and explains the plan.
yeah. He plans. Yep, they plan to use the symbiotes to and use them on on every human being, and he use it to control the world. And then
My God.
Cletus says, once I kill Akainu, I will be the head admiral, and I can do whatever I want. Then he does a stereotypical evil laugh. And,
Nami would
and
say, "You can't. The Gorosei and Celestial Dragons are above you."
please, the symbiotes are more powerful than celestial dragons. He's that arrogant.
The dragons are nothing but weak and all talk.
Yeah.
Well, he's not wrong about the dragons, but the Gorosei are a bit different.
Mm-hmm. And he said, "Oh, don't worry. The person, the first person we will kill is Luffy, and and, the, and we will make sure you watch it." And she said, "Good luck with that." Rather, rather than cry, "Oh, Luffy."
Now, Nami knows Luffy too well.
Yeah, and she said, "And if you, oh, you're not intimidated. Well, how about this? What about that little boy? What they don't know is he has a devil fruit power. They don't know about his devil fruit power. The villains, and that's gonna be a
Who?
advantage.
Cassidy's?
Yeah, Cassidy doesn't know about Sheena's devil fruit powers.
Oh, okay. Maybe Sheena's going to fight Mysterio.
Yeah, yeah. He could just Mysterio, but we'll get to Mysterio when we get there.
He'd
Okay?
know by he could use his tracking to find the real one.
Yeah. In fact, Sheena, Mysterio will disguise himself as Nami. Oh, Sheena. Actually, but that we won't get. Should we get there yet, or wait?
No, wait.
Okay. Um, after they saved Mary Jane, Doctor Strange takes And Mayday, Doctor Strange takes him back home. It's- and he says, "I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but more of your villains are here." And who is it this time? Asks Naruto. He says, One of them is one is Mysterio. It is Mysterio, and he's might be in disguise of one of you. I mean, how do we know if? Then I got an idea of Spidey. He he draws out he draws out the X on Spidey's wrist and says, "That's how we'll know." An X, and then he does. Then he said, "Sheena, do you still have the X on you?" He said, "Right here, Daddy." It's yeah, it's based off the X from Alabasta. Would they still have
Okay.
the? Would they still
So
have
it's
the X?
Sheena with Naruto when he was fighting Carnage in the sewers.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Sheena will fight a mini.
What he thought when he saw the black suit on his dad.
He said, "Oh no," and he said, "No, son, I'm in control of it now." Are you really? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. He said, okay. Then I can see. Would he?
Also, it turned white.
Yeah. It's yeah. White looks, but white looks better on me, doesn't it? No, orange.
Hmm.
But then he said, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you." But then Sakura's guys. Then Sakura and Luffy come, and it was Sakura. I'm glad you're here. Why? Look. Then she was like, "Oh no." But said, don't worry, don't worry. I got control over the suit. It's not."
Look, it's
I,
white. It's not black anymore.
he said, and he said, "In order to defeat Carnage, you must bond with the suit too." Really? Yes. Then he touches her hand, and
You have still have a piece of the suit in you too. Wait, I
yeah, and he
do? Yeah. But don't worry. I can use it. Then she
and
gets her anti-venom suit.
yep, and then warns him, and he warns him. Now that you have your anti venom, I forgot to mention this. You won't be able to use your devil fruit powers. What? You mean I don't have the powers to break the fourth wall? And Sakura's like, "Oh, thank God."
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Sorry, gotta have a trade-off.
so,
But it's only when you're wearing the suits.
okay, but once we get done with Carnage, I'm putting away the suit because I miss my fourth wall power. And Sakura says, "Well, I don't." Then he said, You get that? All right. Oh, yeah, I can't.
Because Sakura can hug her son when after she gets the anti-venom suit.
What?
Should Sakura hug her son after she gets her anti-venom suit?
Yeah, and then she gives him multiple kisses. And then she said, "We gotta find Nami. She's been taken." He said, "What? Someone took 18 Nami?" Yes, Sheena. Oh,
Yeah,
mm,
carve him up.
yeah. Then he said, "Eh, Mommy, I'm worried about her." Then, then, meanwhile, back in the goats, Sunny, Brooke and the Brooke Peckham's and Carrot and uh, anyway, um they were playing cards, and I think can see Brooke being the best card dealer. And then he said,
Your poker face. What face
then they
do
hear
I have that I could tell I'm lying?
yeah, and they hear a transbutter snail. It was Sakura. She's, no, he's been kidnapped. What? They all had the over the top expression.
Wait, what was that?
They found out Luke Nami's been kidnapped. And they were like, "What?" And over the top scream. Who would do such?
They go back to the Sunny for that?
No, they call them from the study, and they meet
Oh,
the others.
sorry.
Yeah, and they meet the others. And then
To the gas that Hana unleashes show up where they start making all the other symbiotes.
yeah, we gotta do. And then I can see Chomp. It's like, oh no, we gotta deal with those monsters again. I don't want to turn into one. This is, being a symbiote was a total pain in the ass. It
Not
made
that
me
I
feel
actually
like
have one, but
and Naruto said, "Don't worry, guys.
Spider-Man would go like, relax, guys. Naruto and Sakura have the special suits, and we have a bunch of fire we can use.
So fire's their weakness."
One of them. Ooh, speaking of which, I can see Dr. Steven, can you go get a guy named Sabo?
Sure, but why? He has a
He's got Ace's fruit, which is the flame fruit.
right. I'll go search for him. And Spiderson and one more person. We need also one more person to help us fight. And Naruto's like, who? Then he realized, oh no, you don't mean. Yeah. Johnny Storm.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm back. Anyway, yeah, and first
Okay.
we see Sabo. We see Sabo relaxing at the, with
With
Koala.
Koala.
Yeah. And then he almost tried to kiss her. Then Steven says, "Excuse me, are you one with the name
Sabo
Sabo?"
of the Revolutionary Army?
Yep. Yeah. Who are you? My name is Dr. Stephen Strange. I'm a sorcerer.
Your brothers need you. Wait, Luffy and
Luffy?
Naruto?
Yes. No, come with me. And he looks at Koala and says, "Go. They need you now more than we do." He said, "Right." And then he kisses her cheek and joins Doctor Strange. Then he says, "We got to make one more stop." And like I said, I don't know much about Fantastic Four, so I guess I'm gonna have to do the Chris Evans one, even though he's so annoying.
Yeah. Unless you want to use the 90s Spider-Man one that cameoed.
Okay, we'll do him. I didn't watch much of him, but we'll see him.
He's only in like two or three episodes towards the end of the series.
Okay. Since would you say his takes place in the 90s or?
I assumed it was taking place in the year it was airing.
Okay, then we'll do that. We see Johnny playing Super Nintendo. And then he's
Probably
Johnny
playing
Storm.
with Ben.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, this game changed. Is it Johnny Storm? Yes. We may need your powers. Naruto needs
Do we get the
Naruto.
other members too, like Reed and my sister?
No, just you. Actually, would the Fantastic Four come? Or just
Yes.
Johnny? Yes.
Pretty
Ben.
sure Reed and Sue would be needed.
Yeah, and Ben. Yeah, Ben must come. Then he invites him, and once Shin actually sees Ben, and he runs the bit. Then he runs to the thing, or he calls him thing.
Oh,
He calls him.
you've been through something, kid. You're looking like that. You look like Logan now. I have his powers. Check it
Yeah,
out.
he's just-
He brings his claws out.
Yeah, and
Wait,
that-
Petonias.
yeah, and that freaks out Sue. Because she remembers Shinakachu being a sweet boy, and we gotta find. Listen, we gotta find
I'm still me, Auntie Sue. I'm just more awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, we gotta find them. The symbiotes before it's too late.
Ah, symbiotes, of course. Good thing we came prepared.
Yeah, and we gotta split up into teams. Luffy, Sakura, and Naruto. I mean, Shinakachu and I will look for Carnage. You guys go to the city and try to defend. We'll split. Which
Should
the Fantastic
Sabo go
Four?
with Luffy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Back again, little bros.
Yeah. If only Ace was here.
You forget, Ace is with us.
In our hearts.
And with my power.
Yep.
I see she is seeing Sabo like, who's this?
So I'm your uncle. I'm your Uncle
Oh,
Sabo.
so you're Sheena. I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah.
You're my uncle?
Yes, since now your daddy and I are brothers. Good, just like my Uncle Luffy. He's my daddy's brother too.
Yep, your Uncle Ace, Luffy, and I took an oath when we were kids to be brothers.
Yeah, and a couple years ago, your father and Luffy did the same thing.
He said he did something with that Uncle Ace in Alabasta.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I have your Uncle Ace's powers. Is that with the whole Dressrosa thing?
Yeah.
You see him finding Sheena adorable.
Yeah. I hope I have a son like that.
No, you and Koala better get on that. Wait, what?
Okay, guys, we're wasting time. Nami and other people need our help. And with that, they search all over the town, and then Sheena goes with Sakura and
Sabo?
Sabo. Well, Naruto and Luffy goes to the left. Then they find Nami. It's like, oh guys, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. And it's Auntie Nami. And Sakura looks at her suspiciously. Because you know how smart Sakura
Then
is.
Sheena can pick something weird up about her scent.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You're not my Auntie Nami. My Auntie Nami smells like tangerines. You, you smell like
You
poop.
smell like smoke.
Smoke, yeah. Then he said, then he turns to them. Miss, who's that? It's
I,
Mysterio.
Mysterio, master of illusions.
And Sakura's, I've heard of you. You're one of Spider's villain. Fine. You can copy. You can copy as other people.
But then he starts
And
getting huge.
yeah. And then he knocks both Sakura and Sabo unconscious, but leaving him to fight Shinakachu. He said, "So a little boy can defeat me."
Think he can take me? Well, this is rich. I'm not
Then he
just
puts on his.
an ordinary boy. I'm a
Then
pirate.
Sheena puts
He
on
puts
his.
his cowl on and then brings his claws out.
Yeah, but he said, those. Then he still laughs at it.
And then he notices those glowing parts on him that are his weak point.
Yeah, and Sheena attacks it. Like, ah! And he cries out in pain.
Should he lunge at them?
What?
Should he lunge at the parts?
Mm-hmm.
Since he doesn't really have projectiles.
Yeah. And he said,
Or should his Batman side give him some batarangs?
Yeah. He's, and he said, he finds out. I said, where did I get these? Then he shrugs it off and throws it.
Considering he's smart like Batman, he's got his gadgets too.
Yeah. And he used a grappling hook to
Go between the levels.
yeah. And then he finally defeats Mysterio. And Sakura and Sabo wake him up. And how would Sakura feel that he defeated Mysterio? Her son defeated Mysterio.
She'd be proud.
Would she said, would she ever say, "Don't ever fight again"? But then she said, "Oh, who am I kidding? We're pirates."
But you're like your father when it comes to that, so no use in you telling you not to. Plus, my other side makes me even smarter and more resourceful. He conjures up some batarangs.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
And Sakura says,
My
and
little
thank God he
genius.
has my brains. Can you imagine if he had Naruto's brains?
And more.
And then she.
I have your brains and more, Mommy.
Right. Then she told Sabo, "Can you imagine if he had Naruto's brains?"
Naruto, imagine if you had Luffy's.
then
And I'm pretty sure Sabo knows Luffy's an idiot.
Yeah. Because that's his brother.
Yeah.
But at least he has both Naruto and Luffy's heart.
Mm-hmm.
Next is they finally make it. They see Nami trap, and Sakura says, and Nami says, "Oh, Nami, are you okay?" Yeah. And she said, "What? How did we get you out of here?"
That console might help, and it also might turn off the gas that's infecting the city.
You're right. But how we get? And Luffy says, "I stretch." Gob, gob, pistol. And he destroys all good control panels, and it releases
Should I
Nami.
get? I was like, yeah, should have guessed.
Yeah, and once she's released, she and Luffy hug and kiss. It's Naruto
You guys
smile.
get. You guys should get out of here. Leave this to Naruto and I. There's still
Yeah,
more symbiotes to get rid of.
yeah. Fine, and if you see Sakura, tell her to come this way. Right. It's Naruto whispered. Good thing Zoro wasn't here. He would get lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's meanwhile at um at Wano, I believe Zoro sees someone's talking about me. then then we hear so then we see so they found they destroyed the gas, huh? No matter, the symbiotes will still be mine, says Hana. Once they make it to her lair, whoever you are, no one can control the symbiotes. No one.
You know how to control them. She's a new world order. Soccer, deal with the octopus. I've got Carnage.
Yeah. He
So then Naruto and Carnage go do their thing.
and it's just, and Sakura has a fight with Hana. Why are you doing this? Because I was rejected. I was rejected by my son. They didn't know the brilliant. They don't know how brilliant I am. They'll never see how the brilliance of my genius. She says, and, and Sakura said, "That's it. You want revenge because you rejected, but you got fired."
By the Marines? Really?
Yeah. You know they're just as evil, if not more evil than you. Oh, I know that. I just want to rule the world. But that fool.
Naruto here, they're like, oh, God, dude. He's still Is he would make an M. Bison joke there,
Yeah.
but he can't due to the anti-venom suit?
Yeah. then she said, "Do you know what else I'm planning to do? Get every villain from every universe, and we'll all use our powers to rule over this world and find the one piece where once I am king of the pirates, nothing can
Or
stop me."
Queen.
Yeah, Queen. yeah, yeah.
I
What?
shall rule everything.
We're not gonna let you. You're not gonna be king of the pirates. Luffy is.
That's my brother-in-law is gonna be king of the pirates.
Hmm. And then she said, "We'll see about." And oh look, and then she said, "I almost invited this one villain, but but he was too weak for mine. Good." And she said, "Let me wait. Let me guess. He lived in the moon. He was a moon god, and he fell in love with this girl. And he doesn't destroy the moon unless he marries her." So what? No. That's not why. That sounds like a bad
No,
movie.
God, no. Who'd want that guy?
Besides, that sounds like a bad movie.
You're
And
a
who would
total
be in the right
loser.
mind to watch that movie?
Like, oh, thank God you didn't want to bring that guy in.
wait, wait, were you also going to invite Sasuke Uchiha?
Who?
Never mind. Meanwhile, Spider-Man, Naruto, Luffy, and, and Spider-Man fight Carnage. Is And he said, "You're insane, Cassidy." And I have
Why,
a
thank
question.
you. I pride myself in that.
I have a question. Why do you look like me? No, why do you look like me? I've asked you the same question. Why do you look like me?
Why you look like me if Hinata and I had a kid?
And said, "Who is?" And he said, "Who is Hinata?"
She sounds weak.
Well, she
Make a
is, but
perfect victim for me. To be fair, Cletus Cassie would go after her.
yeah. Well, as weird as Hinata is, I'm not gonna let you take her. He says,
Like you have much of a choice.
"Yeah." And then I get in the battle.
What's a sonic bubble? Hana must have did that in case Cassie betrayed her.
Yeah.
Question is, how are we going to get him into it?
I don't know. Then I believe Spider-Man has the idea of how to beat him.
Well, Sakura and Hana's fight is still going on.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a bit different from the games because I feel the games version was way too easy.
Yeah, it's a combination of the movie and the movie game and the video game.
Where you gotta web the tentacles down in the one game.
Yeah. And Sakura punches Hana with her venom power, anti venom powers.
You see her like grabbing her by the arms and just like spinning her around, tossing her around the room.
Yeah. And then
Till
and then
she's
she
defeated.
yeah and then she helps her husband and brother-in-law and friend against Carnage.
Ah, a new victim.
He says, "You stay away from my wife."
Ooh, even better. It'll hurt more.
Then she, then she blocks her with her venom powers, and then spreads anti venom powers against. Then she then she threw some arms and pound and throws them up and down like a ragdoll. And then the Spider-Man kicks it. Magic, more magic, magic with a kick, magic with it. Then he grabs it. I have to do an Endgame reference or Infinity War. Infinity War.
And Luffy gets his attacks in.
Yeah. Should he go third gear, like or fourth gear?
Yeah. I don't
Third.
think fourth gear is enough since he'd burn it out too quick.
Yeah.
Plus, in the
Any
space the room is, I don't think it's enough room for him to move around.
right.
And after Carnage is beat, the symbiote leaves him, but then gets away and
Yep.
bonds with Hana.
And then it starts to explode. Oh no.
There's Spider-Man and Luffy are leaving.
Yeah, and
leaving the Hana's claws grab Naruto and Sakura and drag them down. Like,
yeah,
well,
and then
what
she
the?
sees
Oh my god! Hana bonded with a Carnage suit?
yes. And then I hear explosion. And we gotta get out of here. And then Sakura sees Sheena and said, "Mommy!" And she picks them up. Not Nami, let's and Sheena and Nami and on their way, Mommy. And they all try to escape. And Luffy carries Nami. Normally, she would say, "Luffy, put me down," but they're escaping from for their lives. And she said,
So
and
we're
he
still
said,
having another fight between Monster Rock and Naruto and Sakura, right?
"Yeah." Once they escape, they all escape.
Instead of the whole fire consuming the symbiote.
Yeah, and they finally escape. But Hana confronted them and he said, "You've made us
He just
defeat."
roars like, die!
Yeah, and she and not Luffy protects them and Sheena and Nami. And while well
Then the fight
Naruto,
commences and they start.
yeah, and one of the tentacles grabbed Naruto and started squeezing. But then he said, but then he goes, "Ah!" Then he used that
He
power.
probably rips one of the arms off.
Yep, and he uses one of the arms to fight, um, uh, fight Hana or or whatever. Then Sakura,
Monster Rock.
yeah, Montarock. I'm sorry. Anyway, fight against fight Monster Rock. Spider Man used a track weapon to hold her, and then and all of it beat hit him hard, and Naruto used the final limit attack against him. He said,
Maybe
"This is Naruto and Sakura will use the final limit attack against them." So, Sakura, are you ready to take
okay.
are you ready to give up the 18 minute power? Because if we use this, it'll it'll probably be gone for good. Should it's sacrifice we need to make, and besides, I kind of miss your fourth wall breaks. I knew you come around.
So do they still keep the suits or do they lose them after the fight?
They lose them after the fight, and what they don't know is Doctor. We'll get there. We'll get there
Or are they
after.
just like dormant in them?
Yeah, and they use their power, and they unleashed a giant a giant anti venom punch to keep to make Monster Rock fall, and then she grabs it and spins her and and throws her off, and then launches the most powerful projectile that'll send the symbiote that with fire, and the fire destroyed the symbiote, and
I can see if Sabo showing up and doing a fire fist.
yeah, and he punches it, And then he said,
We gotta
"Wow,
have a fire fist in this.
yeah, we do." And the Fire Fist destroyed Hana with it. Well, should we kill off Hana?
She's gonna be like, "What? So that was
Yeah,
Uncle Ace's fire." Oh, the
yeah,
suit, because Ock lived at the end of that game.
yeah. But then remember. Oh no, did we leave? Did, did we leave? Did we leave Kick Cletus? Yes, he's dead. Cletus is dead. At least
No
one.
big loss.
Yeah, yeah. Just because we're heroes doesn't mean we don't mourn our enemies. And Naruto realized. I just realized something. What's that, Naruto? Asks Sakura. Cletus has the same name as that hillbilly from The Simpsons. I said, "That's what you just
Aha, it's
realized."
back! My fourth wall breaks.
Yeah. And Sabo asks, "What did he just do?" And Sakura says, "It's best not to question it. It's part of his devil fruit powers," he says.
Just don't. I can
Then they
see
get,
Sheena going up to Sabo and asking him to like hang out.
yeah. And then Doctor Strange says, we gotta go in Whole Cake Island." So, so should they hang out before they go to Cake Island? Because let's just say there's something that's blocked in for at least a day, couple days, and they stay and then relax and said, "Well, since we're here, we might as well look for some supplies and food." And he said, "Meat. I'm
Right.
hungry," says Luffy. The reason I'm expanding, this is kind of like a filler arc where they just relax.
All right.
What would Naruto do while
Take in the
relaxing?
sights of New York.
Yep. He takes him to see the Lion King on Broadway.
I think Sakura would probably be with him and Sheena because she'd want to see it too.
Yeah, what about Luffy and Nami? Will they see it too?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm having Luffy take. I've always wanted. You told me about Broadway, Sakura. I've always wanted to see it. Come on, Luffy. Oh, but I'm hungry. They probably have snacks at the show, and then watch this, and then watch the play. And Luffy was like, "I don't get it. Are they supposed to be lions or something?" I mean, and Naruto says, "Well, yeah, but this is kind of like a Broadway show. There is a movie based on. What's a movie? Well, I'll show you." Then show up the theater. Coincidentally, they're showing the 30th anniversary of the Lion King, and Luffy saw Mufasa. When Luffy saw Mufasa's death, he had an over the top cry.
He probably remembered Ace in that moment.
Yeah. And the cousin, and Nami pats his back. Meanwhile, Chopper is eating some cotton candy at a carnival. You, since they're in the Marvel universe, nobody bats an eye that a reindeer is is eating cotton candy. Honest.
If they can not question Ben, I don't think Chopper will be fine.
Yeah. In fact, one child asked, "Hey, excuse me, do you know Santa Claus? Who's this Santa? Why'd you ask us? Because you look like a reindeer. I am not a. Wait, did you call me a reindeer?"
I
Then she,
am a reindeer.
they said, "Oh, yeah, you're a
He
cute
does this
little
whole
reindeer."
thing where he can't take a compliment.
Yeah. And then
How
Brooke is
come you can butter me up?
what will Peckhams do? Just stand there annoyed?
I think he's still too wounded to move, isn't he?
Yeah. What will Carrot do though in New York?
Not sure.
I know what Brooke would do. He'd probably go to a store and he says, "Excuse me, may I see some parties?"
Get his ass arrested.
He says, "Oh, I'm so. This is part of an act." Says Peter tried to defend it. He says, "Why are you doing this? What are you doing?" Oh, I'm sorry. I can't. Then he sees the panty store. I said, "Oh, the prayers have been answered." And not and he gets a bonk on the head, and they say it's Nami, who came back from who who is who at who after the show decided to go shopping.
Keep Brooke out of Victoria's Secrets.
Yeah. Um, and then Naruto and Sakura going at the skating rink and have a romantic moment together. And Naruto confesses, "You know
Hmm.
what, much as the pain in the ass is, I miss Sanji." What, you don't miss him flirting with me? No, I don't miss that. But I don't know. I have this feeling why he did it. Why he saved those, especially saved Shinakachu. And I know he doesn't really care for Shinak. Well, I'm pretty sure he loves Shinakachu. He just doesn't like that he's our son. You know what I mean, Sakura? And Sakura says, "Yeah, I can't help this feeling that he had a terrible childhood. He didn't. We always asked him, and he always dodged the question. That or he doesn't like to talk about his family." Sakura says, "I have a strange feeling his family are not nice people."
Mm-hmm.
I just hope. I just hope when we then they then he asks, "Hey Sakura, you want to ask Doctor Strange to see your mother one more time? You said you want to patch things up with her." We introduced Sheena, and Doctor Strange said, and Doctor Strange came
Hey,
in and said,
wait, Naruto, we don't have Cloud with us too. How does? Oh, wait, Cloud would be with them if the whole crew's there.
Yeah.
You see them like spending a day with Sakura's parents.
Yeah. They spend the night, and, and I can see Sakura saying, "Come on," and Mibuki opened the door and said, "Sakura, what happened to you? You look taller and more beautiful."
And we're
Is that
grown up.
and is that Naruto? Yeah, this is my husband Naruto. So, and and they go, ah! And Kizashi fainted. Said, "Mommy, who is that?" That's your grandfather, and he fainted. So let me
Oh
get this
no!
straight. I'm your grandson.
And this little wolf here is too. Oh no!
Hmm. That dog just wait. Never mind, because we see him
Hey, oh
talking about.
no! There's a lot to talk about, Mom.
Yeah, where was Rilo and Dodger? They were in the Sunny because Dodger had to protect Rilo because he was a baby Pokemon.
But
And
he'd be with Sakura right now then.
yeah, I've, yeah, and Sakura explained the story of the past 2 years. He said, we're spending the day here before we go back. Once we leave this house, we're going back to the Sunny and helping our friends find the One Piece. And once we do that, we'll come back home. And what would Mabuki say to that?
Hmm, he'd be okay.
Can Let me ask you, how long has it been since we were gone?
A
About a week.
week?
Wait,
What, really?
we've been gone a week in this universe? We've been together
Yeah,
for like
been together for like almost 4 years.
and Doctor Strange, and she says, Doctor
Time
Strange,
works differently between worlds.
yeah, and then she has an idea. Hey, mom, before we go, can you take a picture of me, Sheena, and Naruto, and Dodger,
And
and Rilo?
Cloud,
Yeah. And she says, sure, but why? Just do it and show this to Ina while you do, and after you do tomorrow. Okay. Then she takes a
oh,
picture.
I get it.
Yeah. Then they took a picture, and they all said
You see
goodbye.
Sakura holding Sheena in her arms while Cloud's being held in Naruto's arms.
Yeah, it's gonna be based off of. Did Pumi make a drawing of that?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Should Sakura also tell her mom that she's gonna have another grandchild?
No, because she'll be worried. Because she'll be worried about her. Are you sure you can fight?
Don't worry, I've got a seal on me that'll
Yeah.
protect it. Do we get this like one scene where Sakura just gets on her knees and apologizes to both her parents
Yeah. The reason I've been saying that because I have this friend named Nami. She tells
and Robin?
Nami and Nami's backstory was the reason she felt guilty, though.
She feel more guilty after Robin's too.
True.
I mean, two of our crewmates had really awful childhoods and lost their moms.
And I don't want to lose you. And you never will, soccer. I
I
may
know I
not
might
have.
have been embarrassed about you guys, and didn't care, but now I wouldn't trade you or Dad for anything.
Then she cries.
And just tearfully says sorry for everything.
Yeah, and she said, "Once you come back, I want to, I want to spend time with both of my grandchildren, even if they get older."
She said, once I get back, our relationship will be a lot different. It'll
Yes.
be a great one.
hmm then Babuki says, "Have I told you the story of me being friends with your mother? Wait, you knew my mother?"
Seems everybody knew my parents.
Yeah, but me and your mother were best friends with Sasuke's mother. And oh, if only she was still alive, maybe Sasuke wouldn't be the criminal he is now.
I doubt that.
Yeah, that's
I guess
true.
he's like Mibiku will get play a little with Sheena and Cloud.
Yeah, and and Naruto said, "Look how he's warmed up to them." He, well, he. To be fair, he is good with strangers. That's true. Remember when he met remember when he met when he met Logan.
Hmm. Would Mibiki and Naruto interact too?
Yeah, and she says, "Out of all the men to marry my daughter, I'm glad it's you, Naruto."
To be honest, I never trusted that Sasuke kid at all.
Yeah, and then Naruto says, "Can you imagine me fainting after hearing that they were gonna kill him?"
Hmm.
To a lot of people, that's when Naruto jumped the shark.
Yeah. So, does my daughter like that beard of yours? Oh yeah, she can't get enough of it.
And she said, "Yeah, I can't get enough of Kazashi's beard." Does he have a beard?
I think he's got more like a mustache goatee thing.
Yeah. And then maybe he said, and then Naruto realized, how come Dad never grew a beard?
Yeah, why didn't you? He sees Minato's ghost.
Yes. Why didn't you grow a beard? Kushina asked. You would have looked so sexy then.
Well, I never really had time to, but I probably would have if that night turned out differently.
Yeah. Then Luffy and Nami came in the house, and they're only allowed in the house and not outside.
Hmm. Oh, who are these two? Oh, this is our Captain Luffy and his
And his
girlfriend
girlfriend
Nami,
Nami.
my best
Nice.
friend.
And we're
Oh, so
and
you're the girl that had that awful lost her mind to that fishman.
yeah, yeah, but it's all thanks to Luffy here. And I also have Sakura to thank. She she inspired me to go stronger, braver. Because I think if she had Sakura as best friend, she would be stronger and braver.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Nami is weak and a coward, but she does get scared.
she steps up when she needs to.
Yeah, unlike Usopp. But to be fair, Usopp does too.
Yeah, he does,
But he's more
but he needs more
cowardly.
convincing each time.
Yeah. But Nami would do it would save her friends without hesitation.
Yeah, I mean, Water Seven showed that with Robin.
Yeah. Then Eno comes in and then when she saw Sakura, she fainted. Should we do something about her? I'll take care of her.
No,
Then Hinata sees. Then Hinata comes in. Okay, we're making it too far, aren't we?
Little bit.
Anyway, we gotta leave. We gotta go. It was nice to meet you.
You can see Sheena and Cloud hugging Mabuki and Kazashi saying goodbye.
Yeah, and hopefully next time I see you, be able to play with you. Then 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 Mabuki asks Sakura, once you find the One Piece, are you gonna come back, or are you gonna stay there? And Sakura is hesitant, and surprisingly, so is Naruto. He doesn't. He wants to be Hokage, but he doesn't want to leave Luffy and them.
Maybe they can retire somewhere and move Kazashi and Mabuki over there.
Yeah, yeah. But what about Naruto's dream of then? What about Naruto's dream of becoming Hokage? Asked Mabuki. I would give that up.
Naruto would be okay with giving it up if he had to.
Yeah,
His loyalty to Luffy means more to that than his dream.
yeah. And I'm gonna make my decision.
Plus, he's already got his main dream being with Sakura.
Yeah. In fact, this is the scene where she's. I thought about it, and I decided I don't want to be Hokage anymore. What? Even that even surprised Luffy. You see, all I wanted was acceptance for people to appreciate me for who I am, and ever since I came to Luffy's world, I've had that. When I told them the story about me with the fox demon inside me, they accepted me. They, they accepted me no matter what. They never judged me. In fact, Luffy says that. I remember Luffy saying, "That is so cool." Then, and of all people, Sanji says, "You're not the fox demon. You're you. Even though you're a pain in the, even though you stole Sakura from me."
But Sakura, you're more important than my dream of Hokage. You always were.
Yeah. Then they kiss, and Nami and Mibuki goes, "Aww." And she answers, "I would like to meet the rest of your crew." Then they said goodbye, and they asked Doctor Strange, has it been a day yet?" He said, "No, unfortunately not. In fact, it's been the road to the Whole Cake Island is closed for the week. But don't worry, Sanji's wedding will be in about a month. I'm changing it to a month so we can add more filler.
Okay.
Yeah, because we got about we got about an hour, and Naruto says, "Well, why don't we go back? Why don't we go to? Why don't we just stay in New York for the week?" "Where are we gonna stay?" asked Nami. "I know. They make it to they make it to Tony Stark's um mansion or an apartment.
Or his compound.
Yeah, he was playing with baby Morgan. He's like, he's my baby girl. I love you 3000. And he hears the doorbell and he sees it's Naruto.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, they shake hands. And
You
you
can see them
remember the
having
scene?
like a brotherly bond, Naruto and Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he has. I've heard rumors that you never, while you were here, you see every movie, but you never seen Star Wars, haven't you? No, I haven't.
I don't know. Has Steve seen it?
Actually, he's here right now. We're about to watch. You want to join us?
Oh, which episode?
We're beginning with the original trilogy,
Good choice.
and once they watch Empire Strikes Back, the ones who didn't see it was watching when Vader was confronting Luke. There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you. Then he says, Obi-Wan never told you about your father. He told me enough. He told me you killed. No. I am your father." And everyone who hasn't seen it, jaw dropped.
You see Cloud's jaw dropping too, and Brooks' whole jaw would probably fall off.
He was probably like, "What?"
And I just lost my jaw. Literally.
And then Chuck was like, "That's his dad? Look, he's got to be lying." Search.
Nope, he's not, Tony would say.
Yep. Then he said, "Search your feelings. You know it to be true." Then, then I saw Empire. Then I saw Return of the Jedi. And, and they asked, "Are there more Star Wars movies?" Just 3 more.
There's 3.
And I just, then
And
Naruto
maybe
said,
one more if we count Rogue One.
"But what up? We watched the other." No, 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 no,
No,
no.
those don't exist.
They're not canon. They watched the prequels, and while they don't think it's good, they don't think it's terrible. That's how I think about the prequels.
Yeah, they're watchable.
And what would they think of Jar Jar Binks? Who would be
Even
annoyed by
Luffy
him?
would hate him.
Yeah. He said, "This guy's getting." And then we said, "Are you the?" And they said, "I don't see what was wrong with Jake Lloyd." Actually, Nami would say, "I thought that Jake Lloyd playing Anakin was kind of cute." And Tony says, "Yeah, he didn't want to tell them about Jake Lloyd's
Issues.
his issues, trouble."
I hear he's working past those.
I did too. I'm happy for him. I mean, come on, he's a kid. He doesn't deserve to be bullied like that.
No.
If you're gonna blame anyone, blame George Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
because he can't write dialogue. Then Luffy says, "Is there any other movies to watch?" Oh, what's this garbage pail, kids? No, 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 no. No, do not watch that. For the love of humanity, do not watch that movie. I've seen it, and it's the worst movie ever. And then they started. Okay. So, what do you? Are you scared of Big Mom? Asked Tony asked Luffy. No. And then he asked, "Do you need any help again?" Well, should they invite Tony over for Whole Cake Island?
Yeah, he could be useful.
Yeah. And Tony,
Him and Thor.
yeah. Hey Tony, can you and Thor help us with Whole Cake Island? We need to we need we need to find the Pony Glass for the One Piece, and we also may need your Iron Man intelligence to help Iron Man weapons to the suit to help
I'd also
us.
use Friday to scan the poneglyphs.
Yeah, sure. But we also need more of the event. Should we ask more Avengers? Just
I mean,
one.
you are taking on two a Yonko, and then again with Kaido.
Yeah. Well, then Nick Fury says. Then Nick Fury says, "Yes, I would recommend you. I would recommend
You,
you use all the Avengers."
you know, Nick, for some reason, I feel like you know about Wano and Kaido and all that stuff.
I know a bunch of stuff. I could see Nick Fury knowing about where One Piece is, and he knew. Let me guess. You knew my mom and dad, didn't you? Says Naruto. Yeah, pretty much. I knew it.
And Roger.
Yep. And let me guess. Let me guess. They were nice people. They were nice to you. Yep. Except for Kushina's one thing that I couldn't stand, her prank calls. Yeah, that's on my mom.
She prank called you, didn't she?
Yep. Yeah, not as bad as that bartender and
That bartender Mo Sizzlack.
I know this is stupid, and I probably won't use them in my fix, but I still love doing them in the podcast.
Yeah. I'm more surprised one of Bart's calls backfired on him.
Yeah, yeah,
I missed that huge ass.
yeah, yeah. It was when most things were going his way with and Aerosmith as a guest star. Speak- I could
Think
see
she would ask Peter to take him web swinging?
what?
Think Sheena would ask Peter to take him web swinging?
Sure, but
Since Naruto and Sakura can't do it since their anti-venom suits are dormant.
yeah. They went webs, and Tony says, Before we go tomorrow, I just want to do some. I just want to invite you guys to. Do you know what a rock and roll? Do you know what? Have you ever been to a rock and roll concert, kid? Say, and then Brooke said, "Oh well, I'm kind of a rock and roller myself."
I wouldn't call violin rock and roll.
True, but he has played the guitar. He
Yeah,
invited him. He invited him to. They invited the Straw Hats to the AC/DC concert.
of course Tony would go to an ACD concert.
Yeah. To be fair, I would too. I'm an AC/DC fan.
Hmm.
He plays Shoot the Thrill, and he does the. Yeah, he plays Shoot the Thrill, and Tony does that thing he did in Iron Man 2. I want. And he takes off his suit and says, tomorrow I'm going on a very important mission, so you won't be able to see Tony Stark for a while. However, before we do, let's have a fun time here in the cons. Then, then he sees then he sees Jameson. They're Jameson. Oh great, it's Jameson. What are you doing here? What? Can I enjoy rock and roll music? I'm just here.
I do have interests outside of hating Spider-Man.
Yeah, sure you do. Then he notices that. And who's that? Oh, that's Naruto Uzumaki. He doesn't. This version doesn't know who Naruto is.
Hmm.
Then he said, "Wait, if you go on this adventure, then you must be a photographer. Parker, go with Iron Man in his mission. But what about your family? Will be fine. They'll pack up for the night. And go with them to the mission." Okay. Guess you're coming with us. Yeah, well, guys might need me anyway. I think that would be. I think that's a good way to put Spider-Man in there. And meanwhile, at the concert, Sakura was drinking some soda. Then she felt a baby kick. Oh, I felt her kick. Her? Asked Mommy. It's a girl. Aww.
Yeah, my little Hanami.
That's her name? That's gonna be her name? Yeah.
Is Cyrus starting to show, like, her stomach?
Yeah, but she hides it once she. But she hides it once she goes back to Hokage and she doesn't want anyone. She's not ashamed of the baby. She just doesn't want to look like a blimp.
Hmm.
And she said, and she's, and she said, "Don't worry, I'm not ashamed of you. I am never ashamed of you." She would never be ashamed of her children.
Nope.
And then Sakura asked Nami, do you want to be a mom someday? A mom? I never thought about that. Well, I do love children, but a mom? Ah.
Isn't she already pregnant with Luffy's kid?
She doesn't know it yet, though.
Oh.
Until now. Then she starts throwing up.
Then Naruto picks up on the sound with his hearing.
Yep. And then once he's, congratulations, Nami, and said, what? For the baby. She said, what?
Wait,
No.
Yep, I can even hear it.
He said, would she have an over the top face or be happy?
Over the top face.
but we were careful.
Are you sure you were careful? Did you really think Luffy understood that?
Good point. Oh, I'm so stupid. And she said, "That's okay, Nami. I'll create a spell for you to
like that I have on me right now. So don't worry.
Yeah.
This little one will be safe."
Thank you. Wait, no matter what happens to me, the baby will still be. Yeah, your your belly is like a shield, being protected by a barrier. I created when I was pregnant with Shinakachu. Hmm. Are you gonna tell Luffy? Yes, I am, because he has the right to know. Meanwhile, Luffy was out in New York, out in the concert, eating the catering, and ACDC was when I forgot the leader of ACDC, but he said he ate the whole meat. He ate every burger.
That's what a rubber stomach can do.
And Nami comes to Luffy and says, Luffy, can I talk to you? What is it? I have to tell you something very important. Can't wait. No. Then she takes him to a room and says, I'm pregnant. Then he then he then he stops biting, chomping, and jaw drops. What? Then he faints. And Nami
Funny,
was
I
like,
thought I'd be the one fainting.
yeah, I was gonna have Nami say, I wasn't expecting that. Then he said, oh, I had this dream, Nami. You told me you were pregnant. That wasn't a dream, was it? No. Okay. Oh, you're pregnant. I'm gonna be a daddy, just like Naruto. Wait, should we be married? Should we be married? Uh, we- uh, should we be
I can
married right
see, I can see now saying, how about after we free Wano, we get married?
now? Okay, we'll do that. How do you think Sanji will feel once he finds out we're getting married?
Oh,
Oh,
his usual.
they have they have a imagination of him. Nami Swan, why? I'll kill you, Luffy.
They're supposed to be mine, damn it!
And then Nami tells Shin, "Did you hear that, Shinakachu? You're gonna have a little cousin. I am. I have a sister and a cousin." And then Naruto says, "I know the gender too. I can feel hear the gender of it. Do you want to know, Nami?"
No, not yet.
But if I do have a girl, I'm naming her Bellamere. If we have a boy, we'll name him Ace. Kind of like how Katara named her daughter Kaya.
Yeah, and Aang named his son Boomy.
Yeah.
Or Zuko named his, I'm assuming, kid Iroh.
Yeah. Or was it his grandkid?
It was one of those two,
Yeah. And it was voiced by Dante Bosco, too.
naturally.
Yep.
I think it might have been his grandson, because I think maybe Izumi was his daughter.
Yeah. And wait, speaking of Avatar, Naruto asked Doctor Strange, "Was there any universe where me and Sakura came to the Avatar world?" As it, oh yeah, we showed, and you got married, you got together there too. She showed them our podcast of the, the
Pretty
Avatar.
much every universe, you two are meant to be together, except one, but we don't talk about that one.
Which one? Yeah, yes, Doctor Strange. Which one's your favorite? Probably this one.
Let's hope the TVA prunes that one, since that would go against canon.
Yeah. And then they hear the TNA comes and then Sakura hears bye bye bye, and she's like, oh no, bye 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 bye, and Naruto does the bye 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 dance while fighting the TNA. And some Naruto Sakura secretly smiled. She does kind of like the fourth wall jokes he does.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see her doing that too?
What, doing?
Liking the fourth wall jokes?
Would she do any herself?
No, she doesn't have that power.
True.
And you know what we might do it for an arc someday? Have every version of Naruto and Sakura. Have it like a Spidey first thing.
Cool.
From the One Piece universe to Kingdom Hearts one
Yeah.
to Avatar and Naruto. But who would be the main protagonist? The main one. The
One
OP
Piece
one?
Naruto?
Yeah, pretty much. Because in the Kingdom Hearts one, Sora was more of a main protagonist than Naruto.
I feel they both were the main character.
Yeah. I listen to our podcast a lot, and I can't tell you which one's I think the Kingdom Hearts one were my favorites because
But we have Pokemon Naruto in that too.
yeah, yeah. Oh, he uses his Pokemon to battle. The only one that won't be there is the football one. We'll do, which we'll do in March because it's and because I doubt a real football player can
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can fight a bunch of villains.
Right.
Anyway, they found out the door to Whole Cake Island is now open. They ask, "Are you guys ready? Let's go." And that ends the Carnage arc, or the filler arc, the after Carnage arc. I mean, it's not really a filler arc since the some of the Avengers are joining. It's kind of like after a post Water 7 arc.
Hmm.
Do you think we'll have? Do you think has Luffy ever met his dad?
Nope.
Dragon?
Nope. He hasn't.
Do you see him having some kind of grudge towards him?
I
That
wouldn't know that till Oda actually reveals it. I
true.
mean, he didn't even know what he looked like for so long till that Whole Cake Island part.
Yeah. You know what's funny in when Robin and Frankie and Brooke found out about Ace's death, they never met him,
Right?
but they still know that he's Luffy's brother.
I'm pretty sure Robin's heard of Ace.
True. I'm thinking, what other podcasts we can do. We need to do something. We might do Kingdom Hearts ones with Disney movies that they never went in.
True.
We could also include some live action.
Right?
You know what? At the time, the graphics on the Pirates of the Caribbean characters look good. On KH2.
3 it looked way better.
Yeah, it did. And do you know what I wish they could have done someday? Um, had a Birth by Sleep world where they go to the Lion King's world.
That would be cool.
Yeah, we discussed this before, but that was a missed opportunity.
It was.
I don't Lions age faster, but it's the Kingdom Hearts universe. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And if you question anything on Kingdom Hearts, no, don't think, just accept.
Mm-hmm.
Which is Kingdom Hearts itself in a nutshell.
It is.
You know how we did the whole why do you look like me? That was from Sonic 3.
Yeah, when they first meet Shadow.
Yeah. I love the way how they portrayed him in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw him, I said, "That's Sasuke done right." You actually
Mm-hmm.
see his pain. We didn't see much of Sasuke in pain.
No, we didn't.
And when we did, we never felt bad for him.
Nope. I felt more for Shadow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm I'm so excited for the football podcast we'll do in a couple weeks
Mm-hmm.
because we're having Naruto play for the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
Although he's gonna play with Randy Moss.
And Adrian Peterson.
Peterson wasn't playing at the time.
Oh, he wasn't?
He wasn't. No, not 1999 or 2000. Not he played in 2007. Although I could see a world where that happens. We might make that work. Although we're using different characters as Naruto's teammates. Like Luffy be's wide receiver
Yeah,
and Zoro. Did we say Zoro would be a tight end or something?
I think so.
Who would be his defensive players for the Vikings?
That I really don't know.
Hmm. How about one of them be Choji?
Maybe.
And I could see Ichigo being a cornerback.
I would say he'd be a running back.
Yeah, true. Um, I would. How about I would say Peter Griffin, but he's more of an offensive lineman. So remember when he came one for the Patriots?
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
did that whole musical number.
Yeah. And the should poop. He won't do that. Besides, I doubt he would play for the Vikings. He's more of a We're gonna have Sasuke play for the Steelers
Hmm.
because that's my most hated team. They want to fire back Tomlin, their coach.
Why?
He hasn't won any playoff games in a long time.
Oh well.
Yeah, if they fire him, I want the Cowboys to hire him. Although I doubt Jerry Jones would let him do whatever he wants.
I feel he is a good coach.
Yeah. We also said we would do Naruto, Sora, and Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How far would that go? Up to Turbo or to Zeo?
Probably Turbo. I doubt we'll do every seat.
They don't need to do every season, but would they swap halfway through like the show did, or stay till
Yeah,
the end?
swap. Yeah, should we have the episodes where they turn into kids?
I mean, you kind of need that to get the Zeo crystal.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I hated it because they didn't turn into Rangers. But now I understand why they had to do all that just to get the Zeo crystals.
Which is why the Alien Rangers came in, which honestly, they're like the most forgettable team ever.
Yeah, I don't remember much of the Alien Rangers.
The only thing I knew is that the White Ranger there was the leader.
Yeah, and then Billy went to their planet and stayed there and fell in love.
For like a good chunk till he was to return to normal.
Yeah,
Since he came back for the 30th anniversary and for Cosmic Fury, and he was back to normal.
yeah.
And had his old powers back.
Yeah, it was good to. I'm glad David Yost and um and Walter Jones came back to the franchise.
Yeah,
Other
like they
how
were the focus instead of like Jason or Tommy.
yeah.
You can't focus on other Rangers than the Red and Green Rangers.
Yeah, and you could say Trini was the focus too. Was a focus. Well,
Somewhat.
yeah, her death. Her death. I love how they handled her death.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was mature. It wasn't tasteless. Um, we'll start. We'll talk. Talk for a few more minutes, then we'll end. Okay.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know that Sonic has passed the Wild Robot as the worldwide box office hit.
Cool.
It deserves it.
It outdid Mufasa.
Yep.
Still don't see the need for that movie.
I don't see it either.
Are we gonna get a Gaston prequel?
Do we really need to know about Gaston? No.
I was watching a list of 10 Disney villains who are genuinely evil, and Frollo was number one.
That that's a good choice.
Number three was Governor Radcliffe from Pocahontas.
He was so boring and bland. You haven't seen him yet, have you?
No, I think Maleficent was like number five.
That list is BS.
Scar was number two.
That's a good number for him.
But Gaston was like an honorable mention.
He should be in the top 10.
I think 4 was the Queen from Snow White.
Well, she was. To be fair, she was evil.
Yeah, she was. The Lady Tremaine wasn't on there.
Yeah. What's the last Disney movie you watched?
Out of what I'm watching now,
Yeah.
the Three Musketeers.
Good.
That was a weird one.
Yeah. What movie are you gonna
Thankfully, it
watch
was
next?
mercifully short.
Yeah. What movie are you gonna watch next?
Fantasia.
I heard that was Walt Disney's magnum opus, as they call it.
Since that's gonna end the Dream Drop portion of this.
Yeah.
Then it's on to the third games ones, but I'll do that in another time.
Okay.
Since I gotta watch two Toy Story and another Pirates movie before I reach where the games were.
Right.
Since I assumed Toy Box was between 2 and 3.
It was.
And we all know how they just skipped over Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah. I didn't love that one.
I know. Frozen is the worst Kingdom Hearts world.
What was the worst Frozen, yeah. Frozen. It was. And it's because it was the most disappointing.
Yeah, after all that hype.
Yeah.
Much like the anti-Aqua hype.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. I love that game. I love the game, but that was, I couldn't. I was so
It has
disappointed.
its issues.
Yeah. Um, I think about. I think about watching the Karate Kid next week, the original.
Hmm.
I never seen that movie. Have you?
No.
A lot of people say you gotta see it.
There's a new one coming out in May.
Yeah, with Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio.
Yep.
And no Jaden Smith, which is a plus.
Well, that is weird that Jackie Chan's in it.
But not him.
Yeah, because Chan was Mr. Miyagi in the remake, basically.
Yeah. I like Jackie Chan. Well, I think I'm ready. I'm ready to end this.
All right. I'll see you next week.
Bye.